The character of Morgoth, evil personified in the Silmarillion. Morgoth, also known as Melkor, was the first and most powerful of the Valar, but his lust for power and domination ultimately led to his fall from grace. His actions throughout the Silmarillion serve as a reminder of the dangers of pride and greed, and his role as the main antagonist adds depth and conflict to the epic tale. Number 10. Morgoth's origin story. Morgoth's origins lie in the music of the Ainur, where he was known as Melkor, the mightiest of all the Valar. However, his desire for control and dominance caused discord among the Ainur, and he was eventually cast out by his fellow Valar. Number 9. Betrayal of the Valar. Despite being one of the original Valar, Morgoth resented their rule and sought to overthrow and dominate them. He formed alliances with other dark beings, including the mighty dragon Glaurung, and plotted against the Valar. Number 8. Corruption of the Two Trees. Morgoth's ultimate goal was to gain control of the light of the two trees and use it to create his own twisted versions of life. He succeeded in corrupting the trees, causing their light to dim and leading to the eventual fading of the elves. Number 7. Thirst for power. Morgoth's thirst for power and control knew no bounds. He sought to control all of Middle-earth and its inhabitants, including the Free Peoples, the Dwarves, and even the Great Dragons. Number 6. Creation of the Orcs. In his quest for power, Morgoth created the Orcs, twisted and evil versions of the elves. These creatures would become his army and spread terror and destruction throughout Middle-earth. Number 5. Destruction of the Elven Kingdoms. Morgoth's desire for power led him to wage war against the elves, resulting in the destruction of their kingdoms and the death of many of their people. The elves would never forget the atrocities committed by Morgoth, and this would fuel their desire for revenge. Number 4. Manipulation of Fëanor. Morgoth's cunning and manipulative nature allowed him to exploit the weaknesses of others, including the great elven smith Fëanor. By manipulating Fëanor's pride and desire for revenge, Morgoth sparked the events that would lead to the curse of the Noldor. Number 3. Curse of the Noldor. Morgoth's manipulation of Fëanor and the Noldor resulted in a bitter curse that plagued their people for centuries. The Noldor's oath to regain the Silmarils, which Morgoth had stolen, would bring about their downfall and further spread evil throughout Middle-earth. Number 2. Defeat at the War of Wrath. After centuries of destruction and turmoil, the Valar finally rose up against Morgoth and waged war against him. In the ultimate battle, known as the War of Wrath, Morgoth was defeated and cast out into the void, though his legacy of evil would continue to haunt Middle-earth. Number 1. Legacy of Evil. Even after his defeat, the presence of Morgoth's evil influence could still be felt throughout Middle-earth. His actions had lasting consequences that would shape the fate of the world, and his legacy would continue to be felt in the hearts of those who sought power and domination. Morgoth's character in the Silmarillion serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride, greed, and the lust for power. His role as the ultimate villain adds depth and complexity to the epic story and leaves a lasting impression on readers. His legacy of evil will forever be remembered in the world of Middle-earth.